So, I just want to talk about scarcity mentality and abundance mentality. We grow up with a scarcity mentality. To break that cycle takes some time, has taken generations and generations, and it's still not broke. What do I mean by that? When my grandparents passed away, I don't think they had a couple of hundred that they left. They grew up in hard times, you know, and I'm trying to get the word, but I know my grandfather was a firefighter in the Second World War, so I don't know exactly how old they were, but my father grew up through the war and served in the military and but because he'd grown up in, and this is not a sob story, this is a reality of the times, because he'd grown up in a situation. I remember him telling me about, they were the first house on the street to have electricity. It's not poverty, it's just, you know what, you could have been the first house on your street to have Wi-Fi. It's not poverty, it's just how times change. And he grew up with a scarcity mentality, as did most of the planet after World War II. And that scarcity mentality got passed down to me. Growing up, we can't afford it, we can't do that, only rich people do that, you gotta have money, It turns out it's a complete and utter crock of shit. However, my dad didn't do it maliciously, it was ingrained into him growing up. And we do the same shit to our kids. There's never, ever, ever been as much money available in the world as there is today. And tomorrow there'll be more. So why are we bringing kids up telling them certain things? We can't afford that, we can't do that, you need a lot of money to do that, But this is not just about the figures, this is a mentality. This is a mentality. You know, I heard something this week, a third of the world is starving and a third of the world are obese. You don't want to hear my comments on that. But there's no scarcity. Look, stores, cars, people, food, stores full of stuff. There's no scarcity. Well, I don't have enough money. There's fucking trillions every day changing hands. Go figure a way to get it to you. But if you've got a scarcity mentality, because you've been brought up like that, not on purpose, your parents didn't know any better, if you've got that, you are not going to attract it. The challenge we have with a scarcity mentality is when you do make money, you spend it on shit, because I did. You know, in my 20s, I was pulling a couple of million a year. You know what I did? The term burning a hole in my pocket leaps to mind. I'd go shopping. I'd buy cars. I'd buy useless frigging clothes. I had $250,000 worth of clothes at one point. Why does anyone need 30 Versace suits and 200 shirts? I don't know. You know why? I know now. I had a scarcity mentality. So growing up, we couldn't afford, we couldn't do, we couldn't buy. So when I could, I bought all kinds of useless crap. And that's what most of it is. And you know, a lot of our economy is based upon people growing up with a scarcity mentality. When they get a few dollars, they buy crap. Just crap. Because it burns a hole in their pocket. They do not feel worthy of having the wealth. So they buy shit to impress other people that they don't like anyway. So think about this. To snap out of it is not something I can tell you in 2 minutes. Good thing to do, maybe read some Robert Kiyosaki. My dad, you know, the mentality I grew up with is, you know, save up, put a deposit down, pay a mortgage, and you've succeeded. Well, that's a pile of shit anyway, because your house is a liability, not asset. Your home is a liability, not an asset. You lose money on it, it costs you money. Oh, I paid $50,000 for it, now it's worth $250,000. No, you didn't. Add your mortgage payments and the cost it's taken you for 25 years to run it, you lost money. So let's change this shift. Guys, that's all I got for today. I need breakfast. So from El Barrio, in the abundance. Have a wonderful week, guys.